Hi, I'm John Sutton, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Angeles Chorale. We're here today talking about our 39th season, Conversations of the Soul. In the second concert, the title of it is Romancing the Soul. We're looking and hearing and experiencing the music of Johannes Brahms. You're going to hear a guy who looked like he lived in a man cave, smoked cigars, loved to drink beer, and had a big beard that was biblical in proportions. So you're going to hear a lot of music that's very passionate, music that takes your breath away, music that just stirs you up and probably will going to give you some goosebumps. You know, in some of his letters, he said, I wish I could just write music to you, because he felt words were inadequate, and he didn't like writing, he didn't like how he spoke, he didn't like how he expressed himself through words, and I think it was really the music that spoke through him, and he felt that. Uh-oh. You mentioned relationships, right? This is a problem area for Brahms. This is the big challenge of Brahms's life. He had many relationships with women that were very, very strong, and that he would talk about love. But once they said, in a sense, put up or shut up, Brahms hit the road. He really longed to be married. He really thought at one point, you know, that he was going to have a traditional kind of home life with children. But at another point in his life, he realized his path as a composer and the solitude that was required for him to write the music that was in his soul. And he came to that point where he realized he could have friendships with women, but to really have a committed relationship, it wasn't in the cards for him. He didn't father any children, but he was godfather to about 16 or 17 children. So in this concert, we're dealing with Johannes Brahms, born in 1833, died in 1897. And those birth and death dates of his are virtually the definition of the Romantic period. For this concert, the word romantic is defining a musical period of time which follows the classical era of Mozart, which followed the Baroque era of Bach. And also in this concert, we're using the romantic term as for romance, as for a relationship of love of the heart, of the body. My approach for choosing the music in this concert was really to do a couple of things. One was to give those who attend, our audience members, a chance of a journey with Brahms from his younger life, where he just is beginning, to his midlife, where he's actually conducting choirs and working with choirs and sort of experimenting with music for choirs and structures and sounds and harmonies, then to his later life. So that you'd have a sense of not just Brahms music, but Brahms and his journey with music that you would get to be a part of. I think these collections of love songs they've stood the test of time because they're from the heart. And Brahms selected poetry from a really wide variety of places, from Turkish poets, from Latvian poets, from the great Persian poets. So we get not just a northern Germany point of view, but we get a world point of view of love. I think one of the experiences that people are going to take away from this concert is we're going to be, I don't want to tell too much, but you're going to be hearing from Johannes Brahms himself in his words to one of the people in his life, a woman, that he loved his life long. And you're going to hear these words from his heart and her responses back to him. And through the evening, you're going to hear these voices age. And you're going to hear Johannes in his young 20s when he first meets her and is captivated by her. You're going to hear from the middle-aged Brahms when he's really not sure what this relationship is. And you're going to hear from the elder Brahms when he knows what this relationship is, and it's not been maybe all that he had hoped for, but it's been the most loving relationship of his life. and it's been the cornerstone for him.